What's going on, guys? Today, I want to talk about a subject that I've been asked a lot of times, as many of you may know that follow me, is that I wake up very early to go to the gym. Usually get to the gym around 4:30. If I don't have anything, if I'm not going to work, maybe I'll go a little bit later, or the weekends I'll go in a little bit later. But during the week, when I do have work, I'll usually go about 4:30 in the morning. And the question I get asked all the time is, how do you get up that early? I just, they're just like, I can't believe you get up that early. That's crazy, And the thing is, um, there is no true reason. There's no, rhyme or reason how I do it. The reason why I get up that early is, one, my fiance wants to hang out with me in the evenings. If it's not my fiance, it's other people. And there's things that come up in the evenings. So the reason why I get up in the morning is so I have that time in the evening to spend with those people that I care about. My fiance, friends, church family, stuff like that. And then also just in case life happens and I don't want to get up. But the thing is, people ask about, how, not the why. And I think the first thing is the how happens, how I get up that early is because of that why. But I know not everybody has that why, not a strong enough why. And I think that's a big part of it, having a strong enough why. For me, spending time with loved ones and friends and stuff is important to me. And the gym is very important to me, so I want to make sure I get it in, and so therefore I go in the morning. So my why, to me, is very big. Some people may find going to the gym or anything else, insert something that you want to start doing that you're not doing now, and that why might not be big enough. Maybe you want to make more money, but you don't want to work hard for that. You don't want to work those extra hours, whatever. Well, your why is not big enough then. If you just want to make more money just to make more money, if you just want to go to the gym just to get in a little bit better shape, just to get in better shape, it's not going to happen because that why is not big enough. So first and foremost, you need to have a bigger why in order to have the how. How to get up early for the gym, it's the why. Your why needs to be big enough. Secondly, the reason or how I get up in the morning is because I make it a no options thing. Now think about this for a minute. I'll tell you a story before we get into thinking about this for a minute. So, came home a week ago and water's coming out of my garage. I'm like, oh great, what is this? The water heater in the garage, so assumed it was a water heater. Turns out it was a water heater. Luckily, it was not in the house. Could have been way worse. But anyways, I had to replace the water heater. Well, that was $500. I did not want to spend $500 on a water heater, but kind of had to. Had a pretty big why. If I want hot water, I've got to go buy a water heater. So what did I do? I made it happen because kind of had to in this situation, but I also wanted hot water. I still had cold water, but the hot water heater broke. So I wasn't gonna have hot water, but I had to go do that. So if we apply that to our life, we think about budgets. A lot of times we don't have the money in the budget to do something, or we say we don't, like try to pay for a coach. I don't have the money in the budget. But when something comes up like that, like, oh, I've got to go replace that water heater, or I've got to go replace this window that got cracked, I've got to fix my car now because it broke down so I can get to work, we find a way. So if the gym is that important to you, you're going to find a way to do it. Get it? It's not a matter of finding the discipline. It's a matter of finding a way to do it. Finding a strong enough why and finding a way to do it. 'Cause I can sit here and tell you oh, make sure you set 3 alarms, make sure you set 6 alarms. That way it goes off so many times and you finally wake up on that 6th alarm. Or I can say, which is a good tactic, to put your phone across the room. That way you have to physically get up to go to your phone, and hopefully by the time you've woken up. But that doesn't work for too long. After a while, you're gonna say, you know what, I'll sleep in, I'll do it this afternoon. Okay, well, then you could also say something, that I like to say sometimes, it helps me out, is I struggle with this too, but most won't, I will. Okay, that can be motivational because most people won't get up at 4 in the morning to go work out. But you know what? I will. I'm gonna get up at 4 and go. Yeah, that sounds pretty great. Sounds pretty motivational. But that day when you went to bed at midnight because you didn't want to get up, or you had so many things to do still, and 4 o'clock rolls around, which is just 4 hours later, you ain't wanting to get up. Then you can tell yourself a million times, most won't, I will. Most won't, I will. You know what you're gonna say? Well, I stayed up late working on something. Most wouldn't do that, but I did. So therefore I can sleep in. So there went that motivation there. So what it ultimately comes down to is not some motivational thing, not some tactic, but the 2 things I mentioned. Those 2 things being finding a strong enough why, and I'm blanking out on it, and making it something you have to do. So that's strong enough why and making it something you have to do. If you make it into a have to instead of a want to, or feel like you should do it and make it a have to, it's going to help out. So finding that strong enough why. Why do you want to go to the gym? That's the first question you need to ask yourself. And if it's just to get in better shape for girls, for guys, just to, this or that, that's not going to be good enough. If it's because you want to have the time in the evening to, like for me, to have time in the evening for your friends, family, loved ones, so you can walk up a flight of stairs and not feel winded, things like that, that's going to push you to get that done right then and there. That way you have no excuse that you can't get your workout in because something came up in the afternoon. That's why you're doing it in the morning, and making it a have to. So just like with your budget, like I mentioned, the water heater, oh man, I didn't have $500 in my budget. I didn't budget that out for a water heater, but I've got to have hot water. So making it happen. I'll figure it out. I'll move things around and make it happen. The same thing with the gym. You have to make it into a have to. I have to go in the morning because I got things this evening. And make a schedule where you have to go in the morning. That's a great way to do it. Make it where you have to. Yeah, okay, you're not always going to be busy in the evenings, so you could go in the evenings, but you never know. You can't control your whole schedule, and I understand that. But if you start filling up your evenings with things to do, now you have to go in the morning. So try that out. Try finding a strong enough why. So ask yourself why you're going to the gym, and find that deeper why than just to get abs, just to get in shape. Find that deeper why, and then find that have to. Find something that's going to make it a have to. Make your schedule where you have to go in the morning, or you're not going to be able to get the workout done. So guys, take these 2 steps, apply them to your lives, especially if you're trying to get in the habit of going to the gym. It doesn't have to be at 4 in the morning, but if you're trying to get yourself into the habit of going to the gym, you need that, then try and find that why and that have to, and have a healthy and blessed day.